Hello guys, today we're going to be doing a video on Elden Ring using the GTX 1060. We are running a Ryzen 3700X with 32 GB of RAM running at 3200 MHz. Jump to the settings. Forgot, we're using a keyboard and mouse again. Okay, we're going to start it off with 1080p on the low presets. Motion blur off. These are the settings. Just take a look. Here we go. Okay. 1080p on the low presets. I mean, we should be able to hold 60 with ease. I think this game is well optimized in the sense that it doesn't require a lot of GPU power to play, but it's still pretty buggy. The game's been out for a couple hours, but once the bugs get patched out, we're gonna have a good time, I would imagine. Okay, let's go up. We are right below 3 gigs of VRAM usage, so this is good news for people who are running the GTX 1060 with only 3 gigs of VRAM. This one that I'm using right now has 6 gigs, so it's not the 3 GB version, but we are still below 3 GB, so that is good news. Standing still, GPU is maxed out, 98% usage. We are holding 60 FPS, but low settings, there's just a lot of pop-in. You can see the shadows just going in and out of the view, so that gets kind of distracting. But let's keep going. Let's go to our spot on the right. Let's see what we see over here. So far, it is definitely okay. I see. Maybe I'm. I am back using a keyboard and mouse, whereas in the 3080 video, I was using an Xbox controller. That made the game way more playable. This is just not the way to do it. So far, we haven't had the FPS drops that we got with the 3060 Ti and 3080. Oh, that was close. So I'm just waiting to see if we get the FPS drops. There it is. That was a. Okay, we're getting small drops. It's nothing too major. You definitely do feel it though. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and push it up to the medium preset, 1080p. Gonna go ahead and turn off motion blur just like we did with the every other test. We're still getting 60 FPS. Now, okay. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video, but we're getting some graphical issues. When you pan the camera, the background moves with it. That is kind of weird. It's kind of off-putting. But let's see the performance. Wow, still holding 60 FPS. And we don't seem to be having the shadow pop-in issue as much. We are getting it, but it's not as noticeable. Like you can see where I'm pointing right now with the, there we go, there's the pop-in right there. Yeah, it's still there for sure, but it's just not as obvious. We're still getting 60 FPS for the most part. We do get some dips, I guess, into the high 50s, but these haven't been too noticeable. Let's go ahead and go down here. Funny enough, this has been the best performing card so far. This is a 3080. The 3080 runs really well as well. Until you get to the 4K, until you get to the 4K part, 4K resolution. Okay, let's go ahead and try out the high preset now. Turn off motion blur. Very nice. Okay. Now we're finally getting really bad dips to 40s, low 50s, high 40s. Yeah, I mean. Okay, on keyboard and mouse, this feels really choppy. Just the camera movement feels very choppy. Maybe this will be different on a controller. Our FPS ranges from the high 40s to the low 50s. And but we can still definitely hit 60 in areas like this. But this area is known to give really bad FPS drops when yeah, the FPS is very inconsistent. We can't hold a steady 60 at all. We like fall to 50 very easily. Here we go. 1080p at max settings. We're already maxing out the GPU indoors, so I'm guessing we're gonna fall to the 30s out on the surface, which is not ideal. But I'll try to make an optimal setting to run. Once we're done with the maximum settings, I'll go back and tune the settings a little bit. Try to find the best setting. Here we go. Yeah, here comes the FPS drop. 43, 44. Okay, we lost like 9 FPS, I think, from high to maximum. It's got the exact same feel as 1080p high. So I mean, there's not too much different about it. It does look better though. I don't see any popping anymore at all. I'm trying to find the lowest FPS we can get. Sorry. $35. There it is. 35 is the lowest FPS we get from just the game. From the game just dipping. Quality. Medium. Cross quality, medium. These are our settings for the optimal preset. I haven't tested it yet, but I think this should give us 60 FPS at. Alright, we're gonna be running the optimal settings at 1080p. You guys let me know if you see too much of a difference between this and the high preset or the maximum preset. It looks pretty good, and we're holding 60 for the most part. We did get a dip to 57, 56 just then, but that's right, I didn't really feel the drops then. Whereas normally you would feel FPS drops. Okay, here we go. I'm expecting, I'm still expecting to get FPS drops with this, with these settings, just because I don't know if it's a bug with the game or just optimization issue, but you're definitely gonna get stutters either way, no matter what preset you play on. So, just gonna wait until we get that, see how bad it feels, how noticeable it is, and on the video. There it is, 44 FPS. Yeah, I mean it's still noticeable, but with these settings, you get to keep the quality of the high presets while keeping the FPS of the lower ones. So it's a good balance between both of them. And yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like and a subscription would be highly appreciated. See you next time.